Hey folks, hope you've been well and welcome to my updated NordVPN review. NordVPN has received some updates over the past few months, so I wanted to take a look into these updates, the good, the bad, and whether or not NordVPN is still performing well. I'll look into things like the privacy policy, performance, security features, so that you can get a good idea about NordVPN and if it could be of value to you, depending on your situation. So without further ado, we're jumping right in. And of course, if at any point you'd like to check for pricing, you'll find all the links you need in the description below, including some discounts to save you some more money. So be sure to keep an eye out for those if you end up getting yourself a subscription with NordVPN. So the first thing we're going to go over is the logging policy and jurisdiction. NordVPN has a transparent privacy policy. They do promise to not collect any logs, and they do prove their claim in the third-party independent audit reports that they've conducted throughout the years. And if that's not enough, even when a server has been compromised, such as in Finland in 2018, no user credentials were exposed since Nord does not keep any logs. Also, immediately after that incident, Nord terminated their contract with the server provider and invited Versprite to run a prompt audit in order to spot any weaknesses in their server infrastructure, as well as quickly fix any potential issues. And so, nothing of the sort has happened ever since then. NordVPN has also been conducting regular audits to make sure that they stay on top of everything. They also operate RAM-only servers, which basically means that there are no physical hard drives linked to the servers at all, which leaves little to no room for data to be stored in said servers. NordVPN is also headquartered in Panama, which is outside the 5.9 and 14I jurisdiction. Plus, you can even pay with cryptocurrency, making you truly anonymous, even to Nord themselves. It's as close to zero logs as there can be, and there's really no evidence to suggest otherwise. Nord cannot link any of your online activity to you personally, so no information that can identify you is stored or shared in any capacity. The best Nord can do is just shrug their shoulders when approached by authorities asking for user data. However, it is important to note that when serious criminal activity is involved, like all other companies, NordVPN will comply with the authorities in order to bring a criminal to justice. But overall, NordVPN's privacy policy is one of the better ones in the industry, and the independent audit reports do back up their no logs claim. So you can be sure that your data is in safe hands with NordVPN. Now, in terms of speed, keep in mind that speed tests may differ from one ISP to another. It also depends on your location and how far you are from the servers you're connecting to. But even if your speed drops by 50%, that's actually still acceptable when connecting to servers that are on the other side of the globe. Though, good VPNs will still perform very well, and you won't be in a situation where your internet is buffering, especially if your base speed is already fast enough after a 50% decline in speed. Though, you'd be glad to know that with NordVPN's true WireGuard protocol, Nord links, your speed drops will be maintained within the 10 to 25 or sometimes 30% range. Nord links made NordVPN arguably the fastest VPN in the industry, and it continues to dominate the field. Now, in my tests, I never noticed any significant drops in speed, even when connecting to servers that were on the other side of the globe. So performance-wise, NordVPN is most certainly on the top of its game. Let's talk about streaming and torrenting. Nord makes it so that you can do these tasks on any server without having to pick a specialized server, though you do have the access to P2P specialty servers for maximum efficiency while torrenting. Now for streaming, I've tried unblocking multiple Netflix libraries like the Japanese and American ones, and it worked with no problems whatsoever. It's important to note that this is in spite of Netflix's effort to prevent VPNs from doing so. Nord has a smart play feature that's especially designed to bypass geo-blocks and keep you secure at the same time. It combines DNS and VPN technologies and easily evades blocks, but always maintain your security, which is really kind of the sweet spot. Nord can also unblock Hulu, BBC, Amazon Prime, Disney Plus, and more. In addition, thanks to the high speeds that Nord can maintain, given that your internet is fast enough, there's almost never any buffering that you have to bear with, even when streaming in 4K. For gaming, I tried playing Warzone on nearby servers, and I hardly noticed any difference in my ping. Though for the best results in ping, I'd recommend that you connect to the VPN servers that are closest to your game servers. That way you'll optimize the latency to the bare minimum. And in a lot of cases, you'll get even better ping than what you would without using the VPN. Now, getting into the security features of NordVPN, Nord does have a good variety of advanced options with top-of-the-line protocols like OpenVPN and NordLynx, as mentioned earlier. Nord also has AES 256 encryption and 4096-bit DH key, and a bunch of other features such as the kill switch, which cuts out the internet connection should the VPN lose connection for any reason, as well as split tunneling, which lets you decide which apps are included or exempt from the VPN tunnel. Though keep in mind that this feature is not currently available for Mac users. Additional features include specialty servers such as Double VPN, which encrypts your internet traffic twice for double the encryption, Onion over VPN for Tor users, dedicated IP servers, and the previously mentioned P2P servers. You also get an ad blocker and custom DNS for an easy way to change your DNS. For example, you could use custom DNS servers for more parental controls on your router. Now, whether you need this feature or not, it's still nice to have the option available. Nord also offers DNS and IPv6 leak protection. Now, I've tested Nord for potential leaks, and as expected, there were no leaks whatsoever. And then recently, a couple of new features were added to the desktop version of NordVPN. The first is called Dark Web Monitor, which will keep an eye on the dark web for any leaked info that's connected to your email address. And it will alert you if your info gets publicly exposed. The other cool feature is threat protection, which, when activated, will guard you as you browse the web and will scan files you download to detect and eliminate threats before they can damage your device. Finally, you get obfuscation servers, which you need those if you're in a censorship-heavy country, though in most cases the regular servers will work just fine, and you won't need the obfuscated servers to bypass censorship firewalls. However, it's important to note that in heavily restricted countries with advanced censorship firewalls, like in China, you might have to download a specific version of NordVPN, which is identical to the regular VPN app, but the only difference is that it actually works in restrictive countries like China or Turkey, places like that. Now, NordVPN has more than 5,200 VPN servers in 60 countries. While 60 countries may not seem like a lot, there are, in fact, enough servers on the map that will most certainly find a server that works well near you, no matter where you are in the world. With regards to compatibility, Nord works with all kinds of devices, including streaming sticks and smart TVs. Nord will allow users to secure up to 6 devices per subscription, which is just about the industry standard. Not to mention that the UI, in my opinion, has the best design out of all the VPNs that I've used. I do like the intuitive world map design that lets you brush up on your geography as you look for servers to connect to. It's kind of cool. Price-wise, Nord's monthly cost of $11.95 may be considered on the pricier side compared to some of the other VPNs, so you can get the 1-year plan for $4.99 a month. However, the price drops to $3.99 per month with the 2-year plan. I personally recommend the 1 or 2-year plan. It's definitely really good bang for your buck considering the value you're getting. Now, if you are interested in getting NordVPN, check the description below. I'll include the best deals I can find to drop the price even more. And of course, you are able to get a refund if you don't find the service suitable within the first 30-day because they have a money-back guarantee. Also, if you have any questions, they do have a responsive 24/7 live chat service ready to answer your questions. And having tested their patience, I can assure you the live chat support is very knowledgeable. And they're also willing to help with technical problems you might be having in order to make sure that NordVPN works perfectly fine for you in the rare occurrence that it doesn't for whatever reason. Now, one reason why Nord may not be suitable for you is the fact that split tunneling is not available on Mac. Now, another reason will be that the availability to turn off the kill switch is only available on Android version 8.0 or later. In other words, on iOS and Mac, the kill switch feature is always on automatically, while Android users have the ability to turn it off. And so if you don't see the always on VPN option on your Android settings, then there's a system level kill switch that's always on automatically. And then another reason you may not want Nord is if you want more advanced settings, like more granular control over your protocols and what encryption methods they use, those sorts of things. While this is not something I'd recommend for most people, if you're a more advanced user and this is important features that for you to have, then you probably want to choose a different VPN. But otherwise, is NordVPN still worth your money? Absolutely. And it's the reason I and many others considered Nord the best value VPN. Other key reasons for choosing Nord would be if you want a buffer-free streaming experience, arguably the best speeds in the industry, or you just want a solid no-logs VPN service with extra security layers and options for even more privacy while browsing the web. So anyone looking for the best VPN to use while torrenting, Nord is the way to go. No one will know what you're downloading ever, including your internet service provider. And then, as an added bonus, Nord is also super easy to use for beginners and has some advanced features for the more seasoned VPN users as well. So ultimately, Nord continues to be one of the favorite VPNs to recommend. So that'll be it for this one, everybody. If you've enjoyed this review or found it helpful, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe if you'd like to stay up to date on everything VPNs. Also, feel free to ask anything in the comments. I'd be happy to answer as many questions as I can, and let me know what other features you'd like to see from NordVPN. Maybe something that NordVPN overlooked. Let me know in the comments. Besides that, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.